So we are off again, this time with a dirty car. This time we're not taking the trailer, as you can see. We're going to take the very efficient and very friendly Tesla. This gives me an opportunity to try out these new bags. Yeah, there's a long story behind these bags. They're stacked pretty full. Long story behind these bags. I don't want to get into it right now, but I'm going to test them out. I'm not going to do a review on them. Reason why is a long story, but I'm going to try them out, see how I like it, and if I like it, I'll let you know. But then I can't really promote it. Okay, one of the few times that I charge up to 100%, and for some reason I only charged to 99 today, but that'll give us enough range to go where we're going and probably even come back. Probably won't even have to charge. You got to remember, when you're charged so high into the 90s, and in my case 99%, you have no regen. So keep that in mind. Very limited, if none at all. So we are going to Blue Mountain, and it's about 149 kilometers away. So 1 hour and 54 minute driving time if we can get through this little lineup here. But yeah, no traffic, going to Blue Mountain for a couple days. It'll be fun. We got one pit stop before we go, and it's called breakfast. Yeah, so we're going to Blue Mountain. Not really the huge road trip that we were anticipating. We were originally planning to go to Ottawa, which is about double this, probably.
No, 6 before that we were going to Tennessee.
Oh yes, true. Before that, we were going to go down in the States, and we were going to go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. That would have been a huge road trip. That would have been great. That would have been easily for a week. Yeah, that's like close to Florida, so that would have been a good road trip. Obviously, with COVID, we couldn't do that and everything. So then we decided we were going to go to Ottawa just for a few days. Ottawa from Toronto is about, it's probably about 400 miles, 300-400 miles, about 5-hour drive. And we were going to do that. And then we decided, you know what, let's just stay somewhat local. So we're going to Blue Mountain, which is in Collingwood, which is about, like I said, 2 hours away. It's only 126 kilometers. So that's like, you know, yeah, it's not even 100 miles, like 70 miles, I think it is. So there and back, so like I said, we charged up fully, and we should make it there and back without having to charge. There are chargers at Blue Mountain. If I need to charge, if we go elsewhere, there's public chargers, I'll charge up. I think it's Charge Point up there. Charge up there, but then we'll have a good time, and then we'll come back. But so not the huge long road trip that I wanted or I anticipated, to actually see what these new mats are going to be like. These new mats by TeslaMarket.ca. But the beauty with this, we're not towing a trailer. We don't have to do 100 kilometers an hour or 105. Don't have to drive, don't have to get gas. We just came back from Mikisew, which is 300 kilometer, 200 mile trip one way. We did some stops. It's actually over, just over 300 kilometers. We did some going into town, back and forth and stuff. At the end of it, it was 800 kilometers or 500 mile round trip that we spent the whole 4 or 5 days doing. And you know what? We probably spent, we probably used 2.5, if I calculated right, but 2.5 tanks of gas. And each tank of gas is about, say, $70, $65-$70. So yeah, we spent quite a lot of money. We spent almost $200 in gas. In this trip, we're not even going half the distance, but in this trip, we're not going to spend 1 cent for, I shouldn't say that. I charged at home, so from full, so say we use a full battery pack, which we won't, but say we do, that's going to be like $15. $15 at home charging off peak hours. So it'll add up and it'll save us. So that's why a year and a half from now can't come soon enough for the Cybertruck. That we can go up to Mikisew with the trailer. Maybe have to stop in Huntsville or Barrie to charge up. That's fine. That's 15-20 minute charge. We stop for lunch anyways. got my full regen back as we come to brake here for this red light. See, it's a good thing we got the recent update where it allows you to go 10 over the speed limit for navigate on autopilot on city roads where you're using traffic lights and stop signs and stuff like that. Because even though it's an 80 zone here and I'm doing 90 kilometers, 10 over. I know in the States it's 5 miles over, so we get a little bit more. I don't know if you can see in the back window there, the tractor trailer. For the last 10 minutes, he's been like right on my butt. Imagine if I was doing 80. I mean, if I was doing 80, he'd be like, and rightfully so, have a reason because, you know, it's a wide open road here, straight. I shouldn't be doing the exact speed limit. And like I said in one of my previous videos, that's how dangerous it is in today's society to be doing exactly the speed limit. Not that I condone speeding or anything. So I'm doing 10 over, a moderate, you know, a little bit over. So I'm comfortable with that. He backs off every now and then. And if he wants to pass me, he can pass me. I have a feeling he won't pass me because it's a big tractor trailer. That would make it more dangerous if he did, I think. So he probably won't. But my point is, I'm glad we got to 10 over, that little extension of the speed limit, because without it, I probably wouldn't be using navigate on, or not navigate, but just regular autopilot on city streets while I'm doing this trip. I wouldn't do it because people like him, they just can't do the speed limit. Look at them, all the sunflowers.
That's so aesthetic.
That's like thousands of sunflowers. Oh, just so you know, if we were to go there, we'll get there with 65% left on the battery. And if we were to turn around and come right back, we'd come back with 32%. But we're staying a couple days, so just consider, I'd say what, maybe 15, even 20% phantom drain from it just sitting there with Sentry mode on and everything. So even if we weren't to charge, we'd still come back with 10%. Not bad. So a quick little note on scheduled departure. The scheduled departure feature where you can charge up the battery to whatever percentage you want at a certain time when you're ready to leave, and then your climate will come on at that time. So we scheduled it for 8 o'clock a.m. because that's when we planned to leave, and we were like 10 minutes late, which is nothing new. And I knew I wanted the battery to be full, so I charged it up to 100%. So thinking that, you know, it's going to come on. Now, I've used this feature many times, never to 100%, but I've used this feature numerous times for just 80% when I'm just commuting to and from work, and it's fine. And what it'll do is usually it'll stop between an hour to about 45 minutes before I'm scheduled. It'll charge up there, and at 80% it's fine, even if it does. But when I went to 100%, what it did this morning is, even though I set it for 8, it was like, I think around 6 o'clock, maybe just before 6 o'clock, it had been fully charged. So it sat there for 2 hours, fully charged, which, you know, they say there's no problem going to 100% once in a while. Just don't leave it at 100% for too long. And probably 2 hours isn't that long, but if I had my choice, it would be within the hour or even less. Just when I've done it manually, that's what I've done it, and I've just prepared it for just within the hour of when we leave. So to do it 2 hours, I mean, I'm sure Tesla knows better and everything like that, but to me it was just a little long between when it actually finished to when we were actually departing. And it knew we were leaving at 8 o'clock, and I guess I know it can't get the exact calculations perfect, even though it should be able to. It's a computer, and it knows how much is going into the car. It knows the ambient temperature. It could actually slow it down if it needs to, like throttle down the charge output or whatever, so the battery doesn't get as much, and it could like ramp it up if it needs more within whatever your charger is set to. So it could theoretically do it. But, you know, I'm just saying I would have liked it to be a little closer to the departure time than it was. But 2 hours, I guess, isn't bad. But note to everyone else, if you're going on a long trip and you charge your battery to 100%, which is fine, just don't leave it too long. Like, don't leave it for a whole day at 100% or a half day or something like that. Go within, I guess Tesla says a couple hours should be fine, so a couple hours. So we're almost there. We just, in the last 5 minutes, we went down a steep hill. I guess, sorry, it wasn't a steep hill, it was a hill. I'm looking like a broccoli now for some reason. Show the camera. As I'm driving, these ones are doing Snapchats in the background. Anyways, we went down a hill. It wasn't a steep hill. It was a gradual hill. Didn't even notice we were going down. But on the chart here, we went really into the green, saved a lot. So the Tesla must have known that. Okay, Maven, I'm going to turn right. So the Tesla must have known that from the beginning of the trip, I was saying we were using a lot of energy, and now the second half of the trip was going to be a lot more efficient. Well, completely a lot more efficient. We made it almost 125, 123% efficiency. That means whatever we were at for efficiency, say it was like 337 kilometers, for example, we were actually going to get 414. So we had 23% more efficiency out of it. So the car was very, very efficient. It knew that we were going to get that elevation change, and we were going to save energy and not use as much. So the car is so smart. It's thinking ahead because it planned out the whole entire route. We're now 6 minutes away. 6 minutes away, and then we're there, and we're going to get there with exactly 66%. Actually 67. If we go right, we'll get there with 67%. So even better range than we anticipated and better efficiency. Yeah, now looking at the consumption chart here, this is what we were doing before. This is the 50 kilometers, the last 50 kilometers, and you can see the hills going up and down and using all the consumption. But now, since probably the last 30 kilometers, 25, 30 kilometers, you can see that it's gotten a lot better, and we've got much better consumption. Get much better range. So yeah, the last half of this should be, you know, probably 25% less consumption than the first half. So we are here with 67% left. So we used 33% or 32%, I guess, because it was 99. 32%. That is our complete last 50 kilometers efficiency. And not bad. We're here, and like I said, 67%. We need another 33 to get back home, so we'll have plenty. We won't need to charge. I found this parking spot. As you can see, look how big it is. It's perfect for me and my car. And not that I need to, but if I do need to, there is a wall outlet right here that I could plug into. I might just do that later, but I don't need to charge. Okay, it's 2 days later. As you guys saw, we had an awesome time, and it's time to go home. It looks like it will be 2 hours and 1 minute to get home. 136 kilometers. And we're leaving in 52%. We will get home with 26%, right there, 26%, plenty. And I didn't charge once. It's been sitting, probably a little bit of phantom drain, sitting in the underground parking with Sentry mode on the whole entire time. I think we came, at 67%, and we went to Walmart once, and that was it. Went to Walmart, which is about 5 or 10 kilometers away, there and back. Then it sat, so it drained about 15%. So did you guys have fun at Blue Mountain? Did you have fun at Blue Mountain?
Yep. Yep.
Nodding a lot, just saying yes. I don't know. Really, really weird. But no, I think they all had a good time. I had a blast.
The mountain coaster. If you ever go to Blue Mountain, go on the mountain coaster. It's so fun.
Called the Ridge Runner, isn't it?
Yeah, it's called the Ridge Runner.
Yeah.
We went on it like 8 times. We went on it 6 times because I love the Ridge Runner.
We went on it quite a bit. So guess what? We made it home. Yeah, we made it home. It took us 2 hours and 27 minutes. Took us a little bit longer. We went out of our way a little bit and stopped for lunch, so that took us a few extra minutes. 151 watt hours per kilometer. That's pretty good efficiency considering it's hot out, all the hills, and 19-inch rims. 147.7 kilometers, so almost 150 kilometers to go there, or sorry, to come back. We were supposed to come back with a 26%, I think it was, and like I said, because we went out of our way, we came back with 19%, and a couple times I had to overtake people because they were going too slow, so sort of gunned it. So the whole entire trip used 47 kilowatt hours. We had an average efficiency of 154 watt hours per kilometer, which, like I said, once again, with all the hills and everything, not too bad. 305 kilometers round trip. So 305 kilometers, not bad at all. Like I said, this car is pretty damn efficient, even with, like I said, 19-inch rims, all the hills and stuff like that. Still getting 154 watt hours per kilometer. So that's our little mini trip. That's a little graph of what we did in the last 50 kilometers. Pretty hilly. As you would be able to see in the first half of coming back, it would probably a lot more leveled out because we didn't hit that many hills. And then as we get closer to home, as you get closer south, you get more hills on our trip. So that's it, folks. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for seeing our little mini trip. The mats worked out great right here and here. I've got a little review I'm going to do about it later in a separate video, and we'll check those out. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like these kind of Tesla videos, little Tesla / family outing videos or road trip Tesla videos. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, folks, and we will catch you on the next one. See you. Bye-bye.